voice.
Yeah.
You know, I can't. I can't say it.
Right.
You know,
that's what's going to happen.
It's just going to happen. So before you watch this video, we have to say something. This video was recorded a month ago. We haven't posted it because we're afraid. We are afraid of all the hate we're going to get when you guys hear some of the things that we're going to talk about. But it's something that nobody talks about. Nobody is talking about Morissette Amon's vocal health issues. This is the third video we're reacting to, and we have heard it progressively get worse each time. This video, it is an amazing performance. It broke the internet. We know she's an amazing singer, but at the same time, we are hearing some serious issues. It is not a secret that in 2018, she's had to cancel events. She's had vocal nodules. She is struggling with a lot of this stuff. And I think that it should be okay for us to talk about it. We are just pointing out the fact that the way she sings tires her voice out. That's it. It's not a secret. So while, yes, we are afraid of posting this video, we are more afraid of not being honest. We are more afraid of not telling the truth when we react to a video. After all, this is voice teachers react, not voice teachers say whatever most people want to hear. We love Morissette, and we think she's great, even if she has vocal health issues. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chase, this is Melia, and today we are reacting to Morissette's cover of Rise Up. This has been widely and consistently requested by you guys, and yeah, we're excited to give it a look.
We know Morissette is a powerhouse singer, and we're really excited to react. So if you guys are singers and looking to become better singers, we hope that this video helps you.
Sounds good, let's get started.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we go work it out. Move
Wish
mountain
1075.
we can work it out. Move mountains. I'll rise like the day, and I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
I know that you guys want to hear the next part, but I want to talk about something real quick. We heard that squeak that everybody says is like her signature. And this is only our third time reacting to Morissette. And I hear what you guys are talking about in this even already. She adds that little bit of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a little grab, right? Like it's a little grab, and it adds like a texture to her voice and her sound, and it sounds like that's something that so many people love, and it's a beautiful thing. But from a technical perspective, what is happening? She is grabbing with her muscles of her throat, right? That's what's happening in order to achieve that. Whether it's beautiful or not is totally up for you guys to decide, but that's what's happening from a technical perspective, and I definitely hear it here.
These phrases are really long.
Long, yeah. Awesome, I'm excited to keep listening. I hate how I just talked right there.
And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
I'm so sorry to stop again. I'll rise up. What I really love about what she is doing, she's not letting the consonants get in the way of the phrase. So when we're singing, it's air needs to constantly be moving, right? Air needs to keep going. Vowels are what singing loves vowels, okay? So consonants are necessary for words to be understood. We need the L, M, N, O, P, R, all of those things to make sense. But they get in our way. We close our mouth to make them. They interrupt the air. She says, I'll rise up. She doesn't say, I'll rise up. You know, it's just a little blip.
She keeps going around it.
Yeah, and it keeps that phrase moving. It keeps energy going through
constant
the end.
Airflow.
Absolutely.
For you, for you, for you, for you. The silence is.
Sorry. No. So, towards the end of that phrase, you start hearing air escape, and that's definitely an artistic choice, right?
Oh yeah, she definitely does that on purpose. Yeah.
And it stops.
It's
right?
that breathiness
It's that
she's adding into it, yeah.
And that's definitely an artistic choice.
Absolutely.
We talk a lot about efficiency and all that kind of stuff, but that's an obvious one.
Oh,
that's
for
an
sure.
obvious one.
For sure. I love these Wish Bus performances because they are the most casual things ever. It seems like a performer's dream. You sit down, the audience is outside.
Yeah, you don't have to look at anyone.
You don't have to see anybody.
You're
just doing your
thing.
It seems like the best ever.
Yeah.
The silence isn't quiet. It feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying.
Did you hear it again?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So there's a thing called a glottal attack.
Mm-hmm.
Your glottis is a piece of skin. It's basically your vocal folds coming together. Glottal attack is where you close those, build up air, and boom, and it goes.
It's like slapping.
Yeah,
right?
And it's like that's what we do when we cough.
Yes.
And if you've coughed a lot, you lose your voice.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't say it.
Right.
That's
what's going to happen.
It's what's going to happen. So, the fact that she does this all the time and is as successful as she is, it is amazing. But if you try to do that at home, be ready to get tired and watch your voice and try not to ride it too hard.
Right, for sure. I think a really good example is coughing. That's exactly what's happening. It's the same thing. So when she does that squeak or that yeah, that's what's happening. It's not as intense as coughing. Coughing is much more severe on your vocal folds, but
and I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move.
Her O is so nice. Move.
Yeah.
I don't know the notes.
All of her phrases.
Just that vowel is so perfectly here and efficient and really beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. Way better than that.
Way better than that. It's true.
There's a lot of air coming out of that one.
Mountains, we can walk it out. Move.
Side mouth singing.
Side mouth singing.
Mountains.
Malia does that.
I do that sometimes. And
Malia
you know
doesn't.
what? I believe that is a compensation technique that you do with your mouth. So here's the thing with singing. Singing doesn't require any muscle, right? Is that other than breathing, other than the diaphragm?
Yeah, I guess
the
you're
act
right.
of singing requires no muscle. But that's hard for us to understand because we believe we need to sing now. We have to sing. And so a lot of
Grab
times we
on.
compensate with stuff. And I compensate with my mouth and I call it side mouth singing. And I think, I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but it's a common thing that I see.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a mental game that we play with ourselves. Like, it makes us feel like we're singing more. We're trying to do, I don't know, like another vowel. I wonder why. But I find it interesting because she doesn't always do it. This is the first time I've seen her do it in the 3 performances.
I would
I've never
agree.
seen it. I honestly feel like this is the only version I've ever heard. Like, I literally can't remember
really?
the
You haven't
original.
seen-
Yeah.
I'll rise like the day, and I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and through that we have each other, and for that we have each other. Oh. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we will rise, and I'll rise up.
I hate to pause it, but I feel like we have so much to talk about with that. I don't know what to say, though.
The riffing.
There was a lot of chills that I got for that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I
Nice.
think, and I'm so sorry, Morissette fans, it was the first time I honestly got chills from her. And it's not because she's not amazing, but it's just genuinely, that was the first time I really got like chills from her singing. And I want to watch it a little bit again because I feel like obviously the emotion plays a role in it. Like, she is definitely like singing to the meaning of the song, but she's doing some really incredible things vocally. Yeah.
You know, part of me, because I'm not that kind of a singer.
Right.
Like, for me to do riffs like that.
Right.
And like kind of ad-libbing the song.
Yeah.
I'd have to prepare. I'd have to practice something.
Oh,
I'd
I
have to
guarantee
prepare.
she does.
Do you think so?
Oh, 100%.
Right.
I
'Cause
guarantee
I know some people don't, and I'm like, gosh, it's such a great thing as a way to use your instrument. You know, knowing what to do.
I bet you. I think it's twofold. I'm sure she is so mastered in her instrument in that way.
Sure.
That maybe you're right. Maybe she's never practiced exactly that.
Yeah.
But how many times has she sung this song?
Probably
She
a
has
bunch.
probably
Probably
you
a
know,
bunch.
plan A, B, C, D, E. What am I feeling today?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel
No,
like it would
absolutely.
be.
That makes
so I'm
a lot of
sure
sense.
she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, and if she doesn't, that's fantastic and amazing. But I just really believe that that's how you prepare
She goes
for that.
into it
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
at least
with
an
a plan.
outline. Yeah, at least an outline. That makes sense.
From what I've learned from riffing from Natalie Weiss, who is a master.
Who's amazing.
Is that you have to know every single thing you're going to do.
Cool.
You have to know the
Good.
note. Otherwise, you won't hit it.
Yeah.
So that's just her theory, I think. I literally don't know.
So
I'm worried about that. Ooh.
So that is her vocal folds coming together, her trying to sing, and it taking a minute, and then it happens.
Yeah.
It's not a thing on purpose. It's just a
Right.
thing that happens
Yeah.
based on how she's using her instrument.
Right.
That when you close your folds and you try to sing and that happens, that's not good.
Yeah.
At least
From
it's
a
not
health
healthy.
perspective.
It's not healthy.
It's not that it doesn't sound
At
good.
the same time,
right?
it gives us chills, right? At
Right.
the same time, it gives us chills. But if you're a person who's trying to learn how to sing and you're doing things like that, you need to watch out. You need to be careful.
Because here's the thing. So she does it obviously for the emotion, right?
Yep.
There is this line, all we need, I can't remember what it says, but she's like pleading and
Yeah.
crying, and that is how you accomplish that. But
Yeah.
there's a thing in singing where we need to portray something without actually doing it.
Yeah.
That, at least in many ways. Like we need to portray that we're crying, but we can't cry while we sing.
Yeah.
We can't.
The audience is supposed to
They're
be the one who's
supposed to
crying.
be crying, yeah.
Right?
And we're not saying she's not accomplishing this, but when you're trying to approach a song, you have to be careful because on our end as the performer, we need to be able to employ the right word? We need to be able to portray these emotions without actually experiencing them in the moment. Not saying that it's bad to experience them in the moment, but that's not necessary. That's what performing is.
That's what
we are
performing
acting,
is.
right?
You're
We're
acting.
not.
You're
Yeah.
communicating.
Yes.
You're not the one, feeling it,
Right.
or all that kind of stuff. You can
Right.
feel it to a point, but it's still your job to make sure the audience is feeling it more than you are.
Right. Yeah, this part is really cool. We will keep going.
All we need is hope, and through that we have each other, and for that we have each other. Oh. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise.
Right. Right.
I'll rise like the day I'm rising, in spite of the ache, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Oh.
And then she,
Oh my God.
In spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000
Her
times
phrases
again.
are unreal.
she keeps going.
High like the waves, I rise up. It's part of the ache, and I'll do it 1,000 times again for you, for you, for you,
This is mind-blowing.
for you.
Wish exclusive on Wish.
Wow.
1075.
That was unreal. One of the parts.
We will rise again and again and and again.
Whoa.
One
Yeah.
of the parts here when she...
That's
It was
crazy.
nuts. It was so good.
No, for sure. Her breath control and her phrasing are pretty insane.
damn.
There's a lot of stamina that goes into being able to do that.
I'm also surprised that, like, she's moving that much and is consistently in tune.
Oh, she's 100% too.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's such a huge song.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going up and down,
It's live,
you
for
know,
sure.
30
Yeah.
times probably. And every time she was right there.
Right.
And that's, I think, a product of breath and
For sure.
support and
Yeah.
her being ready for that next
Yep.
phrase. So she gets to a breath, she takes it, and she's already ready for the next phrase.
Here's an interesting thought too, just about like this whole idea of what she's doing. You have two choices as a singer when you sing like this. You can approach something, you know, with the perfect technique, you know, to hit the note, to do the thing, to do the phrase, and obviously, like in the moment, something happens, and then you can muscle it
Yeah.
and still do it. And that's, I don't know what she's doing. I imagine that she has done both in her career, where she has had a really great mix and has been able to do these really amazing and impressive, you know, vocal gymnastics. But then sometimes in the moment, because of adrenaline or because of whatever, she doesn't have that and she has to muscle it. That can be really taxing on your voice.
Yeah.
It still is done. She's still doing it and it still sounds good. It's just, you kind of have to weigh those options in your mind as a singer, as a performer. We talked about this, I don't know if it was this performance or a different one, but how a lot of recordings, people sing them different when they sing it live. So like you'll put out a song on an album that has these crazy things, but then when you go on tour, you sing it a key lower, or you change the riff, or you only do the chorus once. And it's because they're so taxing, you know? And so I imagine, I mean, obviously this is live and she's doing it live and it sounds like she does it quite often, but it could be really taxing on your voice.
Yeah, you know, and we talked about that too. If you have a concert where you have to sing a whole thing,
For sure.
where do you put the song?
Right.
You know, because you have to sing another song right after it.
Right.
And then you sing another song right after that. And so it's like, it's really amazing that, you know, she can do all these things.
For sure.
It definitely blows our minds. You know, and we talked a lot about, in a previous video, about you make a choice. Do you protect your voice and work really hard on technique and maybe have a, you know, an okay career, or do you know, give it all at any cost? Do you sing and have an amazing career?
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know.
So if you guys made it to the end of this reaction, thank you for watching. We would like to know in the comments below if you feel like we missed something, or if you think that maybe you guys got this all wrong. Like, you don't understand, Morissette is a god and she can do no wrong.
She can do no wrong.
I totally get that opinion, and I want to know in the comments below why you guys feel this way. If you guys happen to be new, please consider subscribing. We make videos like this every single week, and we would love to have you join us.
We are Chase and Melia. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.